Good evening. I am Ryan Williams, President of the Class of 2016. Please remain standing while the Naval Air Station Patuxent River Color Guard presents our colors. Remain standing for the salute, the Star-Spangled Banner, and the alma mater. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our LHS chorus will sing the Star-Spangled Banner, followed by our alma mater.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land, o'er the land, o'er the land of the free? And the home of the brave. Memories of dear Leonardtown we shall forever sing. You have showered us with pleasant dreams of what tomorrow brings. You have guided every path and enlightened every mind. Our alma mater will ring out with love for all mankind. Our training at dear Leonardtown shall guide us on our way to do our best and heed the past in challenging every brand new day. You have guided every path and enlightened every mind. Our alma mater will ring out with love for all mankind.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Thank you, Ms. Oosterink, Mr. Martin, and Mr. Opplinger for providing the beautiful music for our graduation this evening. I also want to thank our LHS band for pomp and circumstance. Finally, we thank the Naval Air Station Patuxent River Color Guard for presenting our colors. Thank you. Families, friends, and students, welcome to the Class of 2016's graduation ceremony. Please join me in welcoming all of our special guests who are in attendance this evening. We will start by thanking all of the people who provided support to make this graduation possible. Thank you, LHS staff, the SMCPS Maintenance Department, the LHS Building Service staff, Mrs. Evans, Mr. Redioff, Mrs. Hager, Mr. Chu, and the SMCPS Safety and Security Office. We greatly appreciate your efforts. I also would like to recognize our platform guests tonight. Board of Education members, Chairman Karen Bailey, Vice Chairman Mary Washington, Member Kathy Allen, Member Daniel Carney, Member Rita Weaver, Superintendent Mr. J. Scott Smith, Principal Michael A. Watson, Class Sponsor Melissa Kiernan, Class Sponsor Zach Adams, LHS Teacher Guy Barbato, our Valedictorian Chelsea Kibler, our Salutatorian and GIS Graduate of Distinction Alexandra Dillon, Salutatorian Amrit Gill, Salutatorian Romnick Gill, Registrar Lori Vallandingham, and Guidance Secretary Patty Abel. We appreciate the time you dedicated to our graduation celebration tonight. Congratulations to the parents of our valedictorian, Mr. and Mrs. Kibler, as well as the parents of our salutatorians, Mr. and Mrs. Dillon and Mr. and Mrs. Gill. I know you join us in being so very proud of your children's accomplishments. Finally, we want to thank all of our family and friends, not just for being here tonight, but for everything you've done to get us here. You are greatly appreciated.
Good evening. I'm Alexandra Dillon, Salutatorian and GIS Graduate of Distinction of the Class of 2016. At this time, I would like to recognize several important groups of people. Please hold your applause until the end of each section. From St. Mary's County Public Schools, Deputy Superintendent and former Leonardtown High School Principal, Ms. Maureen C. Montgomery, Assistant Superintendent of Supporting Services, Dr. Jeff Walker, and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Jeffrey Marr. Our elected officials in attendance this evening: Delegate Matthew Morgan, Delegate Deborah Ray, Commissioner Vice President Michael Hewitt, Commissioner Tom Jarbo, and Commissioner Todd Morgan. Our local government official, Town Council Member Leslie Roberts. From Patuxent River Naval Air Station, Commanding Officer Captain Scott Starkey. We also have representatives from St. Mary's County Public Schools Administration. Please stand together and be recognized as a group. Our education partners, please stand together and be recognized as a group. Thank you all for being a part of our special occasion. Oops, sorry. Finally, with our close proximity to the Patuxent Naval Air Station, everyone knows of the relationship that exists between our community and the United States Navy. Many of us also have close ties to the United States Air Force, Army, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard. At this time, we would like to honor any current and veteran military members, as well as graduates entering into the armed forces by performing Armed Forces Pride of America. Guests in the audience and graduates, we ask that you stand as you are able and be recognized with your military branch.
United States Army. The United States Coast Guard. The United States Air Force. The United States Navy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Martin and the LHS band. We would also like to thank all of our active and retired military personnel for your service. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Michael Watson, principal of Leonardtown High School.
Good evening, and welcome parents, faculty, family and friends, and most importantly, the class of 2016 at Leonardtown High School. Graduation day is a special day, not only for students, but also for parents, teachers, administrators, family, and friends of the graduates. It is a day that we say goodbye to these wonderful students and send them out into the world to make their mark. We wish them happiness and success, but we also have high expectations for them. These students are asked to carry a heavy burden. The burden of making a difference, of changing things that don't work in this world. The burden of making a difference in all of our lives. And so today, I challenge you to be the change that you want to see in this world. For many years, you have worked hard to get to this day. You have earned it. You deserve accolades and praise for what you've already accomplished. Congratulations are in order. I feel confident that your education at Leonardtown High School has prepared you to go out into society and be advocates for positive change in our ever-changing world. A good friend of mine once told a group of student athletes that we were coaching on the football field, "Don't talk about it, be about it." Some of you may know that person. This statement resonated with me more than I ever thought, and more than I ever admit to him. Don't just complain about something. Don't just stand on the sidelines and wait for someone else to fix it. Be strong, be courageous, take a stand. We as a society of individuals so often fear the idea of change, but change is inevitable. We need to be prepared not only to accept that change that comes into our lives, but to create change that will affect both of our lives and the people around us. Some of you may not have any idea of something that you want to see changed sitting here today, but I assure you someday you will. Someday you will see an injustice for which you must find justice. Someday you will see a wrong which you must make right. Someday you will see something for what you stand up for and fight. If not today, someday, and most likely someday soon. Students, I implore you, when that day comes, to embrace that calling. Reach out, stand up, and be that change. However, please remember that oftentimes in order for us to influence change, we must make a change in ourselves. Don't be afraid to grow, learn, experience, and maybe even change your mind. Your class motto is from H. Jackson Brown Jr., as it reads, "Every person that you meet knows something that you don't. Learn from them." This may even influence you to think differently about the way you see a topic, a person, or potentially change your outlook on life. What you thought as a freshman is not likely the same thoughts that you have here sitting today. What you think at 20 will most certainly won't be what you think of at 30. As you experience life, some things will change without you taking notice, and the other things will call out to you and demand a change in yourself. Still, other circumstances will appeal to your heart, passion, and desires as you seek to make an outward change in your family, your place of worship, your profession, or your community. Each time you seek to right a wrong, you are being the change that you want to see in this world. In closing, I am reminded of a phrase from a quote spoken by Gandhi that is appropriate for this day. If we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. As a man changes his own nature, so does the attitude of the world change towards him. You are prepared. You are ready. Go out into the world and be the change that you want to see. Allow yourselves to change and learn to recognize the changes that you want to see take place. And then don't talk about it, be about it. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Watson. Good evening. I'm Chelsea Kibler, valedictorian of the class of 2016. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. James Scott Smith, Superintendent of St. Mary's County Public Schools. James Scott Smith has been with St. Mary's County Public Schools since 1991. Originally hired as a high school English teacher, he later became a department chair, assistant principal, principal, director, executive director, assistant superintendent, interim superintendent, and now simply superintendent. He holds a bachelor's degree from the State University of New York at Buffalo, a master's degree from Towson University, and is currently pursuing a doctoral degree from the University of Maryland at College Park. Ladies and gentlemen, Superintendent of St. Mary's County Public Schools, Mr. James Scott Smith.
Thank you very much, Chelsea. We have two guests that we did not recognize. Delegate Matt Morgan, welcome, and Commissioner John O'Connor. Welcome, welcome. Leonardtown High School. I have 3 quotes. Last year I had one, it was very short, but I have 3 this year, and some filler words between the 3 quotes. Now, I sent out a survey last week for seniors, and I asked, for what or whom were you most thankful? And your responses listed family, friends, teachers, counselors, coaches, all the people who have picked you up or propped you up or made sure that you knew that someone was rooting for you, someone cared about you. Now, John Wooden, perhaps the greatest coach of all times, has a quote that kind of captures that sentiment, and this is the first of the 3 quotes. Seek opportunities to show you care. The smallest gestures often make the biggest difference. So my question to all of you is, have you shown the people in your life how grateful you are for their help and support? No one gets here on their own, from the parent who drags you out of bed on Monday, to the bus driver who holds the bus for you, to the teacher who stays after to help you catch up, to the counselor who refuses to let you settle, to the friend who helps you through heartbreak. We all lean on, that's your song, lean on one another and are made stronger by your 814 legs as opposed to just standing on 2. So this leads to my second quote. My second quote is by William Arthur Ward, and he said, feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. So, to the class of 2016 for Leonardtown High School, I say, take your gifts and share them with the people who have helped you get there. Tell your parents, your guardians, your grandmothers, your grandfathers, and all the school system staff, thank you, and mean it. Right now. Very nice. And the love you, Mom, was a very nice touch. So this leads to my last quote from John F. Kennedy. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. So, for the class of 2016, show you care, share your thanks, and live by your words. You are an incredible group of people. Thank you very much. Thank you, parents.
Hello. Please welcome back to the podium Ryan Williams, President of the Class 2016.
Good evening again, parents, faculty, siblings, friends, and last but surely not least, the class of 2016. What we've all just accomplished in these past 4 years was taxing, tiring, and tough, to be sure. You know what? I'm not doing this. I don't need that. Oh, I'm just kidding, I do. I definitely do. Got another one here. All right. This one's bigger font, so it's much easier to read. Let me start over here. Good evening again, parents, faculty, siblings, friends, and last but surely not least, the class of 2016. Yeah. What we've all just accomplished in these past 4 years was taxing, tiring, and tough to be sure, but it is not likely the hardest thing we will ever do. Some of us will go on to college, where the coursework and responsibilities will be much more difficult than high school. Others will join the military, which everyone knows will be more strenuous physically and mentally than anything experienced in high school. Others still will be heading directly into the workforce, where nothing is handed to you. Regardless of where we end up, one thing is for sure. It's going to take hard work and determination for us to succeed. When I first considered running for class president at the end of sophomore year, it was a spontaneous decision. The only reservation that I had about running for the position was actually making this speech right here. I knew that if I maintained my post as class president, eventually I would have to deliver a speech in front of the entire class of 2016, along with many other acquaintances and respected individuals. Frankly, it was, and still is, very terrifying. But I repressed that feeling. I figured that in 2 years' time, something profound would come to me. Some great idea for a speech would just show up in my mind, like personifying LHS as a long-term girlfriend or an extended allegory about war. Nope, nothing, not one thing. That didn't happen at all. What it did help me realize, however, is that nothing in this world is going to be easy. Those that have helped us conquer high school will not always be there. Appreciate your friends, family, and teachers now, but the only 100% constant person in your life is yourself. And so I plead of you, graduates of the class of 2016, don't leave anything up to chance. Not everything in this life will be made available for you by others. High school was what you made of it, and your life will be what you make of it. If you truly want something, work for it, because I assure you, there is no goal in this world that is unattainable through hard work. In the words of the great Muhammad Ali, impossible is nothing. Now go show the world how great you are. Thank you. The LHS Chorus, Orchestra, and senior band members will now perform Lean on Me.
If we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please, please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you always show. Just lean on me. Call on me, brother, when you need a hand. Need somebody to lean on. Just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load, there's a load to bear that you can carry. Right on the road, share your load. If you just call me, I'm calling. Call me, call me, call me, call me, call me, call me, call me. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on, lean on. Lean on me, lean on me. Lean on me, lean on me, lean on me. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Somebody to lean on.
Thank you, Ms. Oosterink and the chorus, Mr. Opplinger and the orchestra, and Mr. Martin and the senior band members. At this time, we will hear from our salutatorian and GIS graduate of distinction for the class of 2016, Alexandra Dillon.
Thank you, Ryan. I decided that since there are actually 3 salutatorians for the class of 2016, that as the GIS graduate of distinction, I would focus more on the GIS program so as not to be repetitive. Hopefully, by mixing it up a little, you'll all be more inclined to stay awake. For those of you in the audience who are not familiar with the program, the Global and International Studies program is intended to broaden students' knowledge of world cultures and global issues in an effort to create more globally minded citizens. The program requires rigorous courses and a senior capstone project presented to a panel of educators to prepare its graduates for a global age. When I applied to GIS, I wasn't exactly sure what to expect from the program, how it would benefit me, and I definitely didn't know what I wanted to do in the future. I figured I would just apply and see where it led me. Plus, we were promised lots of cool field trips, and who doesn't love field trips? After 4 years in this program, I have learned that applying to GIS was one of the best decisions I've made. In college, I planned to major in engineering, so most of you would probably think it would make more sense for me to have applied to the STEM program. Instead, GIS has proved a tremendous aid for me. Even though I'm not planning to go into the international relations field, I intend to apply the knowledge that I have gathered from my time in this program to make informed decisions in the future. It opened my eyes to the many different ways to approach an issue and taught me to consider global significance when thinking of solutions to problems. I'm also much more aware of the problems we face as the next generation and feel more prepared to take them on. One of the reasons I'm able to stand up in front of you all today and speak without feeling absolutely terrified, I'll admit I am still slightly terrified, is due to the whole capstone process and presentation with my amazing partner, Lauren Silva. She's just one member of my adopted GIS family, a wonderful group of people who, despite all the bickering and teasing, I will truly miss in the future. Thank you all and the GIS faculty for encouraging me. I am very grateful to have had this opportunity. I hope all my fellow graduates will realize that sometimes opportunities that are seemingly unrelated to your interests will be very valuable in the long run. Do not be afraid to branch out and try something new, even if you don't know what to expect. It may benefit you in surprising ways. We will now hear from salutatorians for the class of 2016, Amrik and Romnick Gill.
Thank you, Alex.
Good evening. It is truly an honor to stand here before you with my brother.
To save you all the agony of sitting through 2 separate speeches, we thought we would just combine it to one long speech.
He's kidding, by the way. As we look back over the last 4 years, we realize how much we have changed, from Gangnam Style to the dab to the Running Man Challenge.
Change is an inevitable part of our daily lives. It can range from small to monumental. All we can do is accept these changes and learn from them. While change implies different, it is an opportunity for growth. As each of our parents remind us time and time again today, man, have we changed in the last 18 years. Of those 18 years, it is the last 4 years of changes that we have come together today to celebrate. Our school has had many great accomplishments, especially this year. From our impressive sports teams like wrestling, baseball, girls soccer, and girls lacrosse as regional champions to our chorus team winning states. We've also had a lot of great memories, like KJ at the homecoming game.
And Ramnick's infamous backflip.
Although these accomplishments are impressive, they do not fully represent the class of 2016's full capabilities.
I'm proud to be here with my fellow students experiencing this important milestone in our lives. Although walking across the stage is an impressive achievement, it is but one small chapter in our many different journeys and pathways. We all have had the ability to grow together these past 4 years as a class. Our lives will still continue, whether it be in college, a new profession, or military service. Many will face adversity along the way in our future, but I hope you remember and share the values and lessons you learned during your time at Leonardtown High School.
Each of you will bring something unique to the people you meet in the future. You may feel your actions will be insignificant, but it is up to you to leave your mark in the world. In the words of the great Tupac Shakur, I'm not saying I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that will spark the mind that will change the world. After graduation, I urge you to try and make that difference, whether it be through your own invention or your own inspiration.
At this time, I would like to thank everyone in attendance today. Every one of you has changed the class of 2016 into the young adults you see before you. It is only with your help and guidance that we are now able to confidently step forward into the next chapter of our lives.
Thank you to our teachers, staff, and administration for teaching us to embrace change.
Thank you to our family and friends for encouraging these changes in us. And thank you to the class of 2016 for changing with us.
Please join me in congratulating and welcoming our valedictorian for the class of 2016 back to the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea Kibler.
All right. Thank you, Amrik and Romnick. I want to continue on their note of giving thanks. Thank you to my teachers throughout all of my years in school, for my high school math teacher, Mr. Snyder, who not only taught me about derivatives and integrals, but also expanded my knowledge about the Rocky movie series more than I could have ever imagined. To my 8th grade reading teacher, who many of you know, Mrs. O'Brien, who showed me the world of literature and also tossed Spencer and Tom J out of class every other day. All right, well, maybe not quite that much. And even to my kindergarten teacher in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Mrs. Eddy, who told my mom during a parent-teacher conference that I was a class distraction and a devil child who would always struggle in a classroom setting, which left my mom crying afterwards in our minivan in the parking lot of the school. Looks like you were wrong, Miss Eddy. To all my teachers and the administration here at Leonardtown, I would like to say thank you for your hard work and time that you have dedicated to my education. Not one of us would be sitting here today without you. I would like to thank my friends and my fellow classmates for making this year and all 4 of my years here unforgettable. I know that might be cliche, but I think it's worth mentioning. Most importantly, I would like to thank my family. To my grandparents, thank you to all 4 of you for showing me the fundamentals of love, marriage, and how to build a family. To my aunts, uncles, and cousins, thank you for the crazy times at the beach, because you know what teenager doesn't love a family vacation. To my little brother, thank you for showing me how to be an individual. I can't wait for you to come visit me at Penn next year. And also, no pressure, but your grad speech better be as good as this one is. And most of all, to my parents, I would not be standing here without you guys. You are the best role models I could ask for. Thank you. All right, so now that that boring stuff is out of the way, I can move on to the real part. I know that while I'm up here, you're all expecting me to say something profound about my high school experience and the future, so I'm gonna do my best. As some of you probably know, and Romnick and Amrik just mentioned, Leonardtown girls soccer and girls lacrosse both made it to the state championship games this year, and we both lost. You're probably wondering why I would choose to bring this up right now in what seems like the entire population of St. Mary's County. But through my experiences in both of these seasons, I have learned a lot, and I would like to share some of that with you all. During soccer, we faced Huntingtown, our arch rivals. We knew they would be a good team as they have some very talented players. As my boyfriend could vouch for from all of my extremely stressed out texts, I was super nervous beforehand. We all were, but girls soccer fans, feel free to cheer at this part. We beat them 2-1. The feeling I had after the game was one of absolute triumph and elation. We felt we were on top of the world. The same feeling came when we beat Sherwood 2-0 in the state semifinal. But the happiness was soon to end as we lost a very hard-fought game against Broadneck in the overtime of the state championship. When the news reporter asked me how I felt after the game, I couldn't think of any words that fit. Defeated, distraught, devastated, none of those seemed to be able to describe that awful feeling. When spring rolled around and lacrosse tryouts began, the situation was not much different. We didn't expect to make it as far as we did. When we defeated Broadneck in the regional final, the feeling was the same as I had felt with my soccer teammates, euphoria. I don't think I stopped smiling for a good 3 hours. But once again, it all came crumbling down when we lost a close battle in the state final. Being handed a state finalist plaque had not gotten any less crushing. So why am I telling this story? I know not everyone here is a sports junkie, but from the roller coaster I have been through over the past year, I have learned about passion, commitment, and determination. Because I was so dedicated to both soccer and lacrosse, sports were able to make me feel almost every emotion, the best, the worst, and almost all of them in between. As I look upon my 423 classmates, I hope that all of you can find something in your life, no matter what it is, that you're so invested in that makes you experience the entire spectrum of emotion, the ones that come with victory and the ones that come with defeat. Because in this past year, even in failure, I have learned to appreciate the fact that I am able to do something I love so much that it makes me feel everything I just described to you. And I hope each one of us has the opportunity to find this same gratitude. Thank you.
The senior dedication song is See You Again by Wiz Khalifa. This song was selected by the senior class. Please also enjoy the senior slideshow, which was coordinated by Abigail Bringle.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again, when I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began.
You know we started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Tell you.
When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong, and what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
We flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Well, it's that time, guys. Mr. Smith, Board of Education members, the students seated before you have met all graduation requirements necessary to receive a diploma for the state of Maryland. Mr. Smith, please join me as we present the diplomas to our graduating seniors. Seniors, please approach the stage to receive your diplomas.
I tried to work it in.
Is everybody ready?
Right. Chelsea Wade Malarney Kibler. Alexandra Nicole Dillon. Amrik Singh Gill. Ramnik Singh Gill. Ryan Gregory Williams. Logan Isaiah Abraham. Olivia Paige Adams. Ryan Parker Albrandt. Kyra Olivia Allums. Casey Rose Amick. Allison Lois Farinas Anderson. Lauren Juliet Anderson. Kalasia Alexandria Armstrong. Kathleen Renee Atkinson. Jordan Ann Atwell. Casey Alyssa Bacon. Matthew Thomas Baker. Janessa Catherine Banks. Cameron Maxwell Barnaby. Alexander Scott Baxter. Lindsay Marie Baylor. Timothy Nicholas Berry, Jr. Kevin Preston Birch. Kevin Brian Birmingham, Jr. Brian Michael Bishop. Jared Michael Blake. Samuel Edward Bly. Brian Scott Booth II. Carly Morgan Bowes. Andrew Wallace Bowles. Cassidy Taylor Larkin Boyce. Andrew John Boyenga. Kelsey Nicole Bradford. Kalick James Bradley. Kayla Marie Brady. Kara Colleen Branneman. Andrew Joseph Breslauer. Jordan Christopher Bresnahan. Nicole Lynn Briggs. Abigail Esther Bringle. John Thomas Broik. Skylar Paige Broom. Brianna Rivera Brunson. Darlene Marie Buckler. Alexia Lynn Buckler Garrison. Emily Elizabeth Buffin. Catherine Ann Bolvin. Austin Bradley Birch. Carson Todd Burgess. Kyle Lee Burgess. Tyler Michael Burke. Corey Justin Burrows. DeAndre Terrell Bush. Erin Shelby Buster. Morgan Ann Buster. Isabella Christiana Butler. Landon Alexander Butler. Gabriel Caballero Cabral. Dylan Patrick Caldwell. Kristen Danielle Callender. Allison Brenna Campbell. Justin Paul Carlson. Jacob Benjamin Carr. Brianna Noel Carter. John Wesley Carter IV. Chad Stephen Cartwright. Haley Marie Cheney. Nicholas Chan. Donisha Florine Chu. Casey Delaney Christie. Henry David Church. Emily Ann Clark. Nicole Sue Clark. Lorena Renee Clements. Hannah Elizabeth Marie Clements. Jonathan Avery Cole. Joshua Michael Collins. Michaela Dawn Coombs. Christopher J. Companion. Megan Murphy Conway. Jasmine Magdalene Cooper. Molly Spencer Copen. Daniel Thomas Cody. Angela May Cox. Connor Allen Cox. Laterica Imani Crawford. Spencer Danecourt Crispell. Eric Thomas Crowell. Jennifer Lynn Cullen. Kyle Matthew Cusick. Quentin Thomas Dade. Carl Emmett Dalton. Karen Ann Datka. Brian Cameron Davis. Dustin Wayne Davis. Khalil Markel Dean. McKenna Haley Dean. Natalie Ann Deems. Rebecca Lynn DeLaber. Ronan Edward Delaney. Axel Daniel Delgado. Hannah Nicole Demers. Micah Evan Dittmar. Jacob Thomas Dodges. Mikayla Elizabeth Douglas. Melanie Joy Downs. Lauren Mackenzie Druello. Connor Bryce Dungan. Jacob Cameron Dunn. Alyssa Nicole Dyson. Shaquan Marcus Dyson. Kylie Renee Egan. Brianna Nicole Ellis. Caitlin Marion Ely. Aaliyah Erin Marie English. Mary Diana Yvonne Ennels. Evan Zachary Essex. Jake Richard Estacion. Richard Mark Evans Jr. Shannon Adair Even. Joseph Martin Eversberg. Emily Marie Fagan. Kenneth Errol Faison. Caitlin Louise Farrell. Thomas John Finkelstein. Shelby Brooke Fitzgerald. Scott Hamilton Flood. Alexis Christine Fogel. Adam Scott Forenash. Caleb Tanner Boyd Forsyth. Jeremy Nathaniel Fraley. Sadie Marley Franco. Callie Nicole Franz. Corey Utah Frazier. Austin Reed Frederick. Megan Margaret Friend. Gregory Ryan Gattano. Rayanna Marie Francis Garner. Shane Antoine Gary. Casey Lynn Gass. Andrew Harold Giorgio. Victoria Lynn Gibson. Emma Vinette Gill. Ariel Ayumi Goody. Sequoia Segale Gordon. Ethan Robert Gore. Ryan Matthew Gray. Hannah Claire Grebos. Catherine Annette Greeley. Alec Joseph Guarnero. Clay Andrew Hall. Courtney Jean Hall. Taylor Marie Hall. Douglas Richard Hallgren II. Marissa Lee Halt. Craig Warren Hamilton. Erica Lee Hammerquist. Nathan Evan Hansen. Hannah Elizabeth Harms. Shauna Calissa Harris. Jacob Wesley Hartley. Talia Emmeline Anna Harvey. Kyla Renee Hasselmeyer. Chloe Faith Haverkamp. Terrell Dante Hawkins. Julia Isabel Heisler. Trinity Lynn Helm. Christina Lynn Henderson. Thomas Rolf Henn. Natasia Chantel Herbert. Derek Andrew Hernandez. Connor Nelson Heveron. Gregory Stephen Hewitt. Jeffrey Chan Hung. Brady Dean Hobbs. William James Hooper. Brittany Nicole Howard. Andrew Michael Hurst. Tyler John Immel. Tyler Daniel Inslee. Charisma Cheyenne Alexis Irvin Brady. Troy Christopher Jackson Jr. Alyssa Morgan Joel. Jessica Lynn Johnson. Eric Michael Johnston. David Thomas Jones. Rodney Aaron Jones Jr. Russell Lionel Jones Jr. Eris Annadale Jordan. Jennifer Allison Kalka. Isaiah Douglas James Keller. Brenna Elizabeth Kelly. Emma Alice Kindley. Maggie Mae King. Hunter Daniel Klein. Alexis Grace Knott. Daniel James Colway. Amy Jo Coy. Austin Herbert Crace. Victoria Marie Crace. Jacob Scott Kuchta. Abigail Ann Keeney. Jalea Whitney Kiles. Joseph Tyler Lang. Sarah Madison LaRocco. Robert Patrick Lawrence. Emily Faith Lawson. Jacob William Layer Jr. Tyler Matthew Ledman. Grace Madeline Lee. McCoy Edward Lemon. Tia Rose Lepore. Ryan Joseph Lessel. Hunter Michael Levin. Christopher Joseph Limhuko. William Anthony Long. Kaylee Christine McKinnon. Ezekiel Kavika McPherson. Logan Douglas Madel. Kelsey Marie Millette. Amber Lil Mallory. Leanne Nicole Manis. Samantha Alicia Marquis. Rebecca Morgan Marsh. Striker Anson Marsick. Luke Alexander Martin. Selena Brooke Martin. Anthony Michael Martinez. Nicholas David Martoni. Jared James Matthey. Riley Ann Mathers. Michael Thomas Christian Matthews. Mariah Elizabeth Matos. Jason Houston Maley. Jordan Sinclair McClafferty. Justin Tyler McClafferty. Anthony Daniel McCrary. Joshua Caleb McDermott. Megan Nicole Metter. Anna Christina Menard. Scott Edmund Joseph Michaud Jr. Courtney Rianne Miller. Erica Renee Miller. Allison Faith Mills. Brittany Grace Elizabeth Mitchell. Nicholas Anthony Moats. Trey Tayshawn Moore. Tashim Sharif Moran. Gene Christopher Morgan, Jr. Ryan Joseph Morgan. Curtis Lamar Morissette. Ashley Grace Musso. Brian David Myers II. Andrew Patrick Nash. Madeline Rebecca Nelms. Jacob Troy Neville. Blake Paul Nickel. Jordan Louise Norris. Timothy Myron Olkowski. Kyle Patrick O'Rear. Helena Celine Ornales Shad. Miranda Nicole Osborne. Brooke Toshiko Ostro. Mitchell Davis Owen. Gannon Douglas Oyenik. Ashley Samantha Pockner. Grace Elizabeth Pankowitz. Mackenzie Hope Parcell. Adriana Alicia Perillo. Sean Roderick Paulson. Brennan Michael Peabody. Zachary Clark Perkins. Vivian Huynh Fan. Luis Miguel Pina Gomez. Richard Bowen Plaguey. Caitlin Ann Pollock. Leanna Nicole Pounds. Kiara Lee Pratley. Grace Esther Prelog. Delonda Nakia Pretty II. Lacey K. Price. Michael Reginald Proctor. Sarah Juanita Proctor. Jacqueline Young Pryor. Colin Patrick Quigg. Adrian Claudio Ramon Quispahomen. Claudia Lillian Quispahoman. Madeline K. Rayleigh. Emily Ireland Ray. Jared Thomas Rebarchik. Ina Clarice Regino. Carly Michelle Rygard. Ivana Marie Ramat. Danielle Elizabeth Richard. Samantha Ann Richards. Michaela Nicole Richardson. Ethan Luke Rickett. Nathan Connor Ridgel. Colton Lucas Reiser. Timothy Joseph Reedy. Jacob J. Riddle. Daniel Jacob Rizkowski. Cheyenne Victoria Rochester. Isaiah Otto Rodas. Summer Ray Rowan. Spencer Todd Rowe. Ryan J. Rutkowski. Graydon Ulrich Ryan. Heather Lynn Saltzman. Tara Lynn Saltzman. Lillian Ann Saltzman. Zaira Janelli Sanchez Perez. Colin Michael Sapp. Destiny Marie Rosalina Savage. Jasper Dawson Savage. Chantella Marie Saxon. David Jerome Schlesinger. Joyce Teresa Schmidt. Kristen K. Schock. Scott Frederick Scriber. Nathan Robert Seltzer. Alexandra Sarova. Angeli Brooks Sewell. Nelson Shaw. Jacob William Shaw. Kathleen Bridget Shaw. Alexandru Joseph Shellhammer. Alexandria Taylor Sherman. Dallas Marie Schroeder. Cameron Susan Silcox. Lauren Elaine Allen Silva. Brooke Lynn Simpson. Zachary Michael Blair Cisco. Erica Jean Skinner. Landry Pearson Slaughter. Bailey Elizabeth Smith. Samantha Carey Smith. Madeline Renee Snow. Cameron Soderberg. Kyle Matthew Sonji. Mary Delia Spangler. Jacob Dylan Sparks. Danielle Rose Spalding. Caitlin Joan Ayler Springer. Michael Algie St. Clair Jr. Ryan Anthony Stearns. Ashley Nicole Stein. Sean Michael Stone. Eric Howard Stoneman. Danielle Elizabeth Sullivan. Jerry Paul Summerday III. Victoria Elizabeth Suntich. Corey Michael Svoboda. Derek Charles Petchy Titano. William Luke Tatman. Allison Brooke Taylor. Daniel Douglas Telford. Rebecca Erin Tennyson. Tyler Addison Terrio.
Ryan, there you go.
Michael Corey Thomas. Lucas Sagan Tiderman. Jesse Lee Tippett. Christian Robert Trujillo. Abigail Marie Tucker. Tyler Nicholas Turner. Henry Alexander Vanderbort. Alexander Lyle Vanos. Davian Craig Vega. Adam Robert Vendrosco. Alexander Ray Vendrosco. Eva Sanovia Love Villarreal. Janae Ashley Void. Gabrielle Elizabeth Voigthofer. Bishop Milan Walkley. Spencer Stephen Wall. Aubriana Michelle Wallow. Riley David Walsh. Dylan Bruce Walter. Seth Brannon Walters. Bobby Sue Walton. Bailey Brooke Wathen. Michael David Watts. Gabrielle Nicole Weaver. Madeline Monique Weaver. Austin Robert Welch. Cody Allen Wentworth. Aaron Price Westcott. Dylan Robert Weston. William Alexander Weston IV. Thomas Charles Wheeler. Kalon Antonio White. Christopher Angel White. Hannah Irene Wiktrowski. David Anthony Wilkerson. Kyle Andrew Wilkinson. Hannah Elizabeth Willenborg. Cynthia Renee Williams. Christine Gail Williams. Quentin Alexander Williams. Elizabeth Ann Wolf. Hannah Nicole Woodworth. Alexander Jose Yanes. Stephen Jacob Yermish. Melissa Virginia Young. Lauren Deschanel Young Fenwick. Caitlin Jennifer Zilstorf. Cutler Zola Koffer.
Thank you, Mr. Barbato. Students, I ask you at this time to please rise. We gotta do it now. We were gonna have you do it again, but that was just in practice. It is my pleasure to inform you that you are now all officially high school graduates. At this time, you may turn your tassels, and let me be the first to congratulate you on this accomplishment and on being graduates of Leonardtown High School.
Thank you to our families, friends, and special guests for coming and making this the most memorable and special occasion this evening. Please stand and remain in your seat while the class of 2016 leaves the auditorium.